So, Nvidia and AIB partners are planning aggressive RTX 50 series GPU price cuts amid inventory pressure from reduced sales, with effects expected as soon as this month. That was the headline from WCCF Tech over on X just a few minutes ago. I saw that. And then I jumped on Best Buy. Onyx from the community had sent me a DM today on Discord showing that there was an actual 5080 on there for $999. So I jumped on Best Buy and I looked, and yes, it's confirmed. The PNY model is $999. The PNY model for this 5070 Ti is $749. And then there are Founders Edition cards for the 5070 available at $550 right now. So what does that say? These guys, would like you to believe that it's just that, just some fluke or whatever with Nvidia or whatnot. And it's all they got to say is AMD is better. See, AMD is better this generation. So that is forcing Nvidia to actually stop trying to rip people off. Why? Because the AMD 9070 XT, the 9070, the 9060 XT, and the 9060 XT 8GB, these are very competitive cards that are no joke, man. Like, I'm legit have been playing 4K gaming on the 9060 XT today, giving you guys those videos, running Black Myth Wukong versus freaking Death Stranding, at 4K resolution and still getting above 60 frames per second on the 9060 XT 16GB. That is the biggest thing when it comes to PC gaming, and all of the overhype that has gone on for Nvidia for so long. Guys, there's no reason to pay ridiculous prices for Nvidia above and beyond what you can get an AMD card for. I've been saying this for 2 years. Now, do I feel bad about the prices that I paid for my Nvidia products? No, I don't. It is what it is. It was something that I accepted, a while back, because look, Nvidia has 90% of the market, so I have to cover them. It's stupid for me to not cover them. But to be completely fair and to be completely honest, AMD is all I've needed. AMD has been all I needed since I switched from Nvidia to AMD 2 years ago. Now, guys, I would like to see more of these people just report on the honest truth. Look, the AMD GPUs are a better buy this generation, and with Nvidia's prices being reduced, you can bet your bottom dollar that the AMD prices are going to come back down to earth too. When we first started this generation, and I looked at it, because I got the Mercury Magnetic Air. XFX was absolutely incredible to send that out to me, and man, that card is just amazing. When I go head to head against my 5070 Ti that I paid $1,000 for, I look at that. I look at that experience that I get from both of those GPUs, and I'm like, look, man, if the Nvidia 5070 Ti is worth $1,000, so is the XFX Mercury Magnetic Air. Significantly better build quality for that GPU, for the same price as an Asus Prime, which is essentially the Asus entry-level GPUs. And I mean, don't get me wrong, they're still incredible. I love Asus. They make incredible freaking products. At least in my experience, I've loved everything that I've gotten from Asus. But when you really dial that down and you really look at these cards from a realistic point of view, you are not getting $200 better experience from an Nvidia GPU. Like, I don't care what you say. When I run 5070 or 5060 Ti 16GB next to my 9060 XT, the XFX was nice enough to send me out the Swift model, I can't tell a freaking difference. In fact, the only difference that I can see is that most of my games run more stably on the 9060 XT because it actually has 16 lanes of PCIe. So it runs better. It's smoother, the operation's better. It just feels like a better, more robust experience over the 5060 Ti 16GB. When we get lower into like even the 8GB XFX 9060 XT, that I bought with my own money, I still notice that that experience is smoother and better than what I'm getting with the Nvidia side. Now, I bought 4 of them Nvidia GPUs. Do I hate them? No, absolutely not. I think they're great products, but they should be at their MSRP. Or I'm not going to say lower because, well, yeah, maybe even lower. Maybe a little bit lower, okay? Like when we get to like 50, maybe $200 GPU. I don't know. If this really is true that Nvidia is going to lower their prices because they can see with their own eyes that, look, the AMD experience is better this generation overall, price to performance and just, you know, overall like the features and everything, you're getting a really good experience on AMD. Now look, your biggest complaint with AMD would probably be, well, I want FSR 4. Look, it's coming, guys. It's coming. Ever since I've been on AMD, it has been, we've waited for features, but it's not even as big of a problem as most people would like to say. Oh man, it's not a $200, it's not worth $200 more to have DLSS over waiting a little bit longer for FSR. It really isn't. I know that my backlog is massive. I know your backlog is massive. It's not as big of a deal as you would think. And by the time you wait on the game to get it, it's probably cheaper anyways. It's probably significantly cheaper versus paying full price to play the game day one. I know. I don't wait. I don't ever wait. So I don't expect you to either. But in terms of buying games day one, I don't ever wait. Like I buy them day one, and if they don't play that good, then I will just rotate them out later. But yeah, this is crazy, man. AMD is actually kicking the freaking is actually, gosh dang, got Nvidia gonna lower their prices. That is crazy. That is crazy, man. I'm looking at this and I'm like, wow, dude, AMD freaking cooked this generation, and it's incredible. I'm telling you guys, get yourself an AMD GPU, and then you can experience the joy that I have. And then you can look across at Nvidia and be like, look, if you get a 9070 XT or 9060 XT, I guarantee you will never look at Nvidia the same. You'll be more skeptical. You'll be smarter. You'll feel significantly better about the purchasing decisions that you'll make going forward. It's incredible, man. I'm not even joking. I love AMD. I rarely ever find an issue with it. My drivers are nice and stable. Like I was telling you the other day on a video, my 4K OLED, if I hit the button to switch from 1080p to 4K, my Nvidia cards will start flickering until I reset the PC. It's crazy. It is crazy. When I do it with the AMD cards, boom, it just switches over, screens go black for a second, and then boom, pops on and it's perfect. No problems, no issues. AMD is stable, it's incredible, and it's pushing Nvidia to lower their prices. Damn, that's incredible. That is incredible, man. Team Red, I am very proud to be a Team Red supporter, man. I love AMD. So, all right, guys, if you like this content, do not forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.